Talking Points with Shabazz Davis. Covering all conversation from dating to sports fetishes, this is Talking Points with Shabazz Davis on World Improv Network.
Good evening. Good evening. And welcome to Talking Points with Shabazz Davis. My name is Jerome Carmichael. Philly, your opinion has been duly noted every week, sir. I simply thank you for attending. Yep. My name is Jerome Carmichael, filling in for Shabazz this week. Well, he's off having his toenails cleaned at a specialty pedicure shop in southeastern Los Angeles. Be safe out there, Shabazz. Now, I know that some people may have social disorders or just problems interacting with the rest of society, specifically through conversation. I myself don't have that problem. Professional conversant. And I have two other professional conversants here with me today. Mr. Lyle Kronk.
Hello.
And Ms. Kathleen Friesenhahn. Welcome to the show, Kathleen.
Thank you, Jerome.
Now, you two specialize in a different form of conversation than I. You specialize in weird conversations?
I just want to know if the whisper voice is okay to take away now.
Yes, you can speak at your normal volume.
All right. Thank you, Jerome.
It's pleasure to have you here, Lyle.
Thanks.
Yes, Jerome, there are just some conversations that are just really hard to have, and some people just don't know how to do it, and we're here to help those people.
Oh, so for instance, what might one of those tough conversations be?
Who's your baby's daddy?
Oh, yep. I can't say it's a conversation I've ever had, but I can see where that would be very difficult.
Yes, it does come up quite a bit in just passing people to find out if they do have a baby to start with, and then to find out who their father is.
Well, so would you mind demonstrating for the audience how might such a conversation go?
Well, first thing, we have to test positive for them having a baby.
Okay.
They actually have to take the test and just see, because we've had a lot of false accounts.
Of people lying that
yes.
they actually don't have children.
Right. And
Oh.
it's just the worst thing that we've come across in our business.
Yeah. It's hard to have a conversation with a liar.
Well, one for sure sign is that they have a glass eye. They do not have children.
That's the number one rule of
really?
having a child, is 2 full eyes.
Wow. I can't say I ever knew that. I don't think I've actually ever known anyone who had a glass eye, much less both that and a child.
Exactly.
It's too much to handle. You can't have one eye out and a child.
Oh. Okay. So.
Well, let me clarify. I mean, you can be fully blind and have children, but you just can't have a glass eye. I mean, that's just a standard thing, and if you look around, you'll figure it out.
Now, can I present a scenario? I'm a gentleman. Say that I had a glass eye. Could I bear children if I just removed the glass eye and lived with a creepy dry socket?
We prefer a pirate patch, but you can do whatever you want.
Okay.
That doesn't mean you can have children. Once you put the fake eye in, you can't just go have a child.
Well, even if I replace it with the pirate patch?
I think, no, the pirate patch is a good alternative for the glass eye.
Now, wait a minute. We've argued about this.
You shut it, Lyle.
Oh.
We're on television, and we can't argue about this again.
Now, that's one thing that we haven't talked about is your relationship. Now, I notice you do have 2 different last names, but you are married.
It's a business marriage more than anything. Oh, thank you.
Thank
you.
Hey, what does that mean, a business marriage?
That means that there's no love involved.
Oh. So it's purely for tax purposes and
Well, we're not stupid. We're first cousins.
Oh. Okay, so there's no intimate relations between the two of you.
Exactly.
Well,
that one time in Mexico, but
Yeah.
Oh.
that was the tequila.
Oh,
Whoopsie.
that wasn't for the business.
Absolutely not. Thank you.
It wasn't for me either.
Oh, so you didn't enjoy the experience, Kathleen?
I don't want to go into it further,
Oh,
but no.
okay. Well, I just think it's only right that the women of America should know whether Lyle is a skilled lover or not.
No.
Okay.
I'm going to take my tie off.
You're welcome to do that, Lyle.
It's something that we Kathleen and I, she knows what happens when I do that.
Kathleen, would you care to enlighten us?
That means that his gloves are coming off because his neck is the sexiest part of him.
Oh.
So he's just trying to get in my head right now.
Oh. Well, we would prefer to not have any weird sex stuff on the show. This is a family show.
Yes, and I'm going to keep my tie on because this is a business relationship.
Thank you, Lyle. But again, ladies of America, Lyle Kronk, not a skilled lover. So, Kathleen, you and Lyle, married for business reasons. Do you find that the trust factor in your clients is higher, knowing that you're both in a relationship?
I think that and the fact that we're family, I think we got that double bond.
Okay.
So I think it really just gives us credibility in two different ways.
So you advertise to your clients the fact that you are first cousins.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And the incident in Mexico, is that also part of the introduction?
No, since it was in Mexico, it doesn't really count.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but everyone does pay us, like you were saying. I mean, we have great customers. I mean, I don't know your relationship with Shabazz or not, if it's that close.
I've actually never met Shabazz. Yeah.
Okay, it doesn't sound that bad then. Doesn't sound that bad. I don't feel that bad now. I mean, business partner, first cousin. I don't feel that bad.
No. At least we've met,
Well, good for you. I'm just filling in.
I feel like I'm in therapy again, Kathleen.
I know, but it's just we need to move on.
Well,
It's getting too personal in here.
so you two have been to therapy before?
Business therapy.
Oh, business therapy. Okay.
Yes.
And what exactly does that mean? Does that entail?
It entails opening up and explaining, what we think about other people's conversations in front of a therapist, and it's very deep and disturbing to even explain.
Oh, well, sounds like that would make for an interesting show.
Oh, yeah, I guess we are on the show. See, I was just staring at you, Kathleen, and I completely forgot there's an audience out there.
Yes. Yes. Look at us having a weird conversation right now. Look at that.
Oh, I didn't even realize.
See?
Wow.
See, we're
Oh, bravo. Oh, you two are professionals.
Thank you.
you.
Wow. Going into this, I swore you weren't going to get me. I swore you weren't.
Got you.
Yep. Now, are there any particular clients that you're proud of the work you've done with?
Go ahead and tell them about our most famous client, Lyle.
Well, her name's Becky Matilda, and she lived down in Kentucky, and she did have a child.
Now, I'm sorry. Is that a fake name or an alias? Is Becky Matilda? Doesn't sound very famous. I've never heard of her.
It's actually Beyonce's real name.
Oh, okay.
So,
Go on.
Beyonce has a child, and we know that because
she tested positive for a baby.
Okay.
Yep.
Doesn't have a glass eye, clearly.
Two full eyes.
Yeah.
Yep. That's true. Yep. And when you watch her, she's a star. You've seen her on television.
Mhm.
She's got two eyes.
She was not sure that Jay-Z was that baby's daddy, but
Oh.
we had the conversation, and it turns out all the dates lined up. So
Oh, well, that's
it was a happy ending for us
Yeah.
that day.
yeah. Do you ever have trouble with people opening up about their love lives in such intimate detail?
Well, Beyonce did explain her name. I mean, I mean, she's got a little bit of a Spanish background, and Beyonce actually means beyond C, like beyond yes.
Oh.
And it's like, it's an old yoga thing, you know, it's like, you know, the power of yes. And
Well, that's a whole bunch of cultures all rolled up in one.
I know. And she like spilled it to us over tears.
Yes.
Wow.
And over some tea.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you need help determining if you can have a child or if that child has a daddy, call up Kathleen and Lyle, Undercover Business Marriage. That is the talking point.
Talking Points with Shabazz Davis. Give the Wincast your questions on Facebook, Twitter, or the Mile High Sports Radio studio line during the break of what issues the Win counselors can help you with during good, bad, ugly. Next on Mile High Sports Radio.